Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and let's talk about size. The question here today I'm going to propose is, does size and shape matter? And no, I'm going to talk about teeth today. So we're going to talk about attachment, size, and shape, and any opinions I'm giving here today are the opinions of myself, what I've seen, what I've experienced. So a lot of the research that's out there, honestly, is BS research. So I read most of the articles, and a lot of it is biased. So I'm going to tell you what I think. And I think that size does matter. I think, well, let's talk about, everybody knows about Invisalign's attachment. So Invisalign puts a ton of money. You know, you're paying that $18, $19, $2,000 per case. Big portion of what you're paying is going towards marketing to create awareness towards clear aligners, specifically Invisalign. Okay, they've done a pretty good job at that. Another percentage goes towards R&D, which is research and development. They have an incredible team. It's really quite cool. That's constantly innovating, researching, and coming up with new ways to do things. And I mean, having been with Invisalign their entire 20-something years that they've been in business, when they first started, it was a terrible product. So it was a great idea, but it was a terrible product. It was awful. I mean, we only used it when someone begged and pleaded for us to use it because you just didn't quite get the right outcome no matter what you did. I mean, sometimes you'd have to finish in braces anyways. And a lot of people still have that opinion because they haven't figured out how to use this tool. You need to get trained in using the tool, you know, making it work in your favor. Just blindly accepting what the treatment planner does isn't going to usually work. So, but anyways, I digress. It's a tool. You need to learn how to use it. But same thing with the attachments. Their first attachments were just squares. Okay. Now they come up with a zillion different funky little shapes and slopey things, and they're pretty good, to be honest. But I do a lot of white label work, directly and indirectly through clients. And the white label company I work with uses ovoid attachments, so very similar to what you're seeing here, okay, as well as square attachments. They can't use all the attachments that Invisalign has because they're proprietary, they're patented, you know, for now. I don't even know that's even necessary. Do I get the same outcomes? Do I see them? Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, you have to use attachments to get good outcomes. I mean, unless it's a super easy case and you're making the case extra long to accommodate for no attachments. I mean, there's no way around it. I've seen tons of direct consumer stuff posted. You know, I follow it now on people's cases, and a lot of cases turn out great, but it's all about case selection. So if you've got that high or really rotated canine, it's not going to work with direct to consumer. It's just not. You're going to get improvement, but you're not going to get perfect. But that's the whole basis behind direct to consumer is, yeah, sure, we can get improvement, no promises. We'll get what we can get, but we can't get perfect. And that's okay for a lot of patients. So anyways, but back to the attachment size and shape. I don't know that you need to have those funky, weird attachments, but if you don't want something super bulky and you want something more streamlined, then those attachments are good because they are lower profile than the ones you're seeing here, but these will work just fine. And you know what I do? If I have a really stubborn tooth or really rotated lateral, the first thing I do in Invisalign is take off their silly little attachment. I put a big, giant rectangular attachment on because it works much better. But it's more obvious. I mean, it almost looks like braces, right? What's the difference between these and putting white braces on the teeth, which are now super slim and tiny, you know, with ceramic slots? Nothing. It's basically the same thing, right? So except for the wire, which is, you know, they have coated wires, but they don't work that well. So it's essentially the same thing. I mean, and the more higher profile, the more attachments you have, the more the patients have to be careful about what they eat, which kind of, you know, takes away from the whole you can eat whatever you want with Invisalign kind of thing, especially buttons. Those come off the most. But in any case, just so you know, I don't think size and shape does matter, but I wouldn't get too into the weeds with it, and I wouldn't drink too much Kool-Aid about it. All right, thanks so much.